picking up the wavelengths and turning up the volume on the real power that is independent media, the kind where it's all happening. I'm Andy Valeri, producer and host, welcoming you to this edition of the program, one brought to you by your friends at Big Beef Productions and Strategic Air Command, where giving peace a chance is our profession. Whatever pathway has led you to dialing into this program right here and right now, I'm glad you have, and hope you'll stay tuned in for the next hour as we go on an audiophonic journey of and through this world of ours, broadcasting what needs to be cast via the elevating power of music. Speaking of power, it's been said real power doesn't lie in the selling of answers, but in posing the kinds of questions that those with power can't, or more likely don't, want to answer. Here posing a few questions sans answers is the great Lafayette, Louisiana Indie-American Cajun band, Feufollet.
The whole argument, that's a conspiracy theory, let's put that aside. It doesn't mean everyone that comes up with something is speaking sensibly or knowledgeably. It is by nature tricky to understand conspiracies because they aim to be hidden. So it requires somebody telling you something interesting in an interesting way, or Julian Assange revealing something in an interesting way, or a whistleblower leaking something in an interesting way, or somebody making a deathbed confession, or trying to follow connect the dots, with the danger that, of course, there's deliberate misdirection by those who would commit a conspiracy. But the idea that somehow it's just weird or strange to believe in a conspiracy misses the point.
Your whole Earth history is made up of men seeking absolute power.
And I think there's this sense that concentrated wealth is the source of so many of our problems.
It brings out your inner feelings more intensely.
And why do you think you were afraid of them before?
Because I didn't know them. I don't feel that I know them, but I'm not afraid of being rejected by them. And because I don't feel any rejection towards them. I used to be constantly thinking about being afraid of them. But now I don't have to be afraid anymore because they're all beautiful. And whether they reject me or not, they're still beautiful.
I think this is a very brave thing the producers of this show are doing, since they have no real idea of what it is that I'm about to do, but dedicating this performance to the proposition of hazard, neither do I. But if we did, maybe it wouldn't be quite as interesting.
Cat distribution system? No, what about the cat distribution system? I know that 3 cats have been distributed into my house.
There's supposedly this cosmic theory that there's a cat distribution system in which cats know, like, you're going to be assigned to this house or to this person because they need the cat. And the distribution system is like, okay, there we go.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go and become the house cat of the person living at this address. Burn this paper when you arrive.
Fear-based choices anchor to dense timelines. Love-based choices open lighter ones.
A lot of people don't realize what's really going on. They view life as a bunch of unconnected incidents and things. They don't realize that there's this, like, lattice of coincidence that lays on top of everything.
But the thing I want to share with you, and we'll get started here in a second, is just, you know, it's amazing how things happen in your life.
We live in an eternal now. What we experience as the flow of time is just consciousness moving through interference patterns, like a needle reading the grooves of a record. The music doesn't emerge from the needle. It's already encoded in the grooves. The needle just reveals it moment by moment.
You're not moving through time, you're moving through frequency bands of the same infinite field. Every version of you still exists, vibrating at the emotional frequency that created it.
When I went to those Jamaican blues dances in Hackney, you know, I trooped in with Ronnie, it was like music from another cosmos. It was mind expanding. this deconstructed music that actually suggested space. Funny enough, when you suggest infinite space, if such a thing is possible, you suggest infinite silence. So it becomes a very beautiful, calm place, and it's all to do, obviously, with one's mind, you know. So it's a beautiful thing.
Sort of held on to that.
When it comes to baking, it's not just what goes into the recipe, but what the recipe goes into.
I just was humbled by the whole thing. Probably one of the most spiritual events that have ever happened in my life.
So we can, risk just escalating this even further, have a bunch of American troops there, just keep sending blank checks there to have eyes and ears in the region. That sounds terrible.
And it's a very peaceful place to be.
What's a coincidence that you think about a lot?
I think about how a lot of the banks that received bailouts back in 2008 were heavily invested in by BlackRock, and that the person that the US government put in charge of managing those bailouts was Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. And also how one of the people who's credited with at least a good chunk of the popularity of subprime mortgage-backed securities, which is the type of investment that caused that collapse in the first place, was Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. That's a weird coincidence. I mean, it almost would look as if the US government paid Larry Fink to give himself taxpayer money as a reward for destroying the world economy. I mean, it would look that way if it weren't such a coincidence.
Just think of all kinds of different elements weaving seemingly randomly in and out amongst each other until finally they begin to form a fabric. That is the lattice of coincidence.
Suppose you're thinking about a plate of shrimp. Suddenly somebody will say like plate or shrimp or plate of shrimp out of the blue, no explanation. No point in looking for one either. It's all part of cosmic unconsciousness.
Well, I should probably go.
Oh, do you have a busy day or something?
No, I just don't feel like talking anymore.
Be honest in life. You know, don't look down on people like, don't judge.
Drone Valley postcard. Me and you in the south of France. Dominican Republic. Me and Ben, my dog, at home. You in Hong Kong. Postcard from Jersey. Mum's Mum. Christian heroes, Bible quotes. Children learn from what they live. A poem. Grandma and Grandpa Monk. A man with a little girl. I don't know who they are. You wearing stupid glasses. A landscape somewhere. Postcard from Derbyshire. A girl smoking a cigarette. London. Maritime postcard, Marmite postcard, Mum's garden on a sunny day. American friends. You as Vincent van Gogh, another polar bear. Mum with her brother and sister. Glasgow, I think. You on a beach somewhere. Another polar bear. A dog wearing a cowboy hat. Me with Mom and Dad on my wedding day, 18th May. You with pregnant Isabel. Me and James on our honeymoon. Mexico City. You and Isabel with Fleming to a Canal. Dad is captain of a sailing ship. Christopher's school photograph. Lucy, the dog, on a sunny day. Me at the seaside. Greetings from Lesbos. Me and you in a tree. Mom and Dad at a football match. An old lady who I don't know. Wedding invitation card. You running in a race. When you least expect it, things are going to start changing. When you least expect it, things are going to start changing. When you least expect it.
I mean, every animal is singing a song. Every insect is, alive with energy, and even the feeling of nature is alive with such ecstatic energy. It's difficult to hide behind your mind pictures, to be partaking in what's going on. Yeah. You need to be real, you need to be open.
Acting with agency is the primary way to avoid being traumatized by negative experiences. Whether you win or lose, the act of fighting is enough to help our brains process what has happened. Action is the antidote to despair.
What do you think's happening in the world today?
I think the world needs love and everybody needs a hug.
I concur. Listening to Where It's All Happening, your weekly audiophonic journey through our world via music. We've got Brett Skywalker and the Wellness Foundation in the background, keeping the Lattice of Groove going. Brett, one of the core duo of the Organic Groove Continuum, of whom you can learn more about at the Big Beef Productions website at bigbeef.com. There also you'll find more information, including playlists to all the music and sounds you hear on this and every episode of It's All Happening. Questions or comments about the program, or if you'd like to sign up for the program newsletter mailing list, email us directly at radio@bigbeef.com. There's much more to come, so keep your radio dials and internet browsers tuned in and turned up right here where
It's all happening.
Get your apples. Don't expect not to be scratched. Let them ferment in your hotbed. Looks to me like your pilchards have hatched. You say, hey, 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 it's a mystic trip. Come and shave your playmates. The bells are slowing down, a sacrifice is due. If you had to take the choice between a thin line of a wrinkled thing and a where you wouldn't know which part of the body ever suited you. Hey, it's a mystic trip. Hey, why don't you try Chinese, don't go and squat in the nettles. Last week 3 people came in to be dignified and they all got stung. Lucy put a bean in her nostril and Mr. Watkins said, well, where there's a barrel there's a bung. Hey, it's a mystic trip.
Because of my talking about God and everything, they might have thought that I was a little crazy.
Do you think you are?
No. But I understand how they felt because I wasn't making myself clear on it. It's very hard to... I was trying to express something that was hard to express, and I wasn't really capable of expressing it. I mean, I can have the relationship between myself and God, but it's a mistake to try to make other people feel the way I did, and that's what I was trying to do.
Thanks. I'm going to play my protest song now. This is a protest against everything that is culture. There's no hope for Mr. Mope. He's locked in the bathroom again. Talking about his suicide, he never had the strength to hide the things that would hurt him most from the people who would hurt him most. Going off like a car alarm in a vacant lot. The singer has an idea of what's going on, but the band is at a loss. I don't want to kiss you and marry a second cousin. I don't want to drink, I want a couple dozen. Sometimes life rears its head and insults with friends and fakes. Sometimes life deals you a hand that art could never imitate. Now I'm back at the nightclub, billion my future around. The poet on stage is acting someone else's age and wondering if Kerouac ever worked this hard to get laid. And the bar is exploding with patchouli and bologna, but nobody brought any bread. While they're starving for attention, I think that I should mention that if this is art, then we're all dead. Sometimes life rears its head and insults with friends and fakes. Sometimes life deals you a hand that art could never imitate. There's no hope for Mr. Mope. He's locked in his notebook for good. He's moaning and he's sighing and bitching and whining. I'm trying my best to be misunderstood.
world today, art and music are pretty much, well, I'll say for me, it's my savior. When there's so much bad stuff going on in the world that I don't like, that I can't do much about, I have art and I have music especially to fall back on and to comfort me. So it's how I get through my day.
Skye looked down on all the people looking up at the big sky. Everybody's pushing one another around. Big Skye feels sad when you see the children scream and cry. But the big Skye too big to let it get him down. Big Skye too big to cry. Big Skye too high to see. Skye look down on all the people who think they got problems. They get depressed and they hold their heads in their hands and they cry. People lift up their hands and they look up to the big Skye. But the big Skye is too big to sympathize. Big Skye's too occupied. Though he would like to try. And he feels bad inside.
I always find special people. I tell people that age is not a ticket out of the struggle. Whether you're young or whether you're old, it doesn't matter. That if your heart is alive and you are moved by the suffering of people and the planet, then you must be engaged. And the thing where I find my hope is these wonderful people that I've met around the world, that no matter the obstacle, no matter the difficulty, they continue to press on year after year. And I just say to myself, how can I not continue? Rambling along the airwaves via the Ginger Baker Trio from their stellar Going Back Home release, here where it's all happening, your weekly soundtrack to these all too interesting times of ours. It's a mystic trip indeed when you're tuned into It's All Happening, as the program is produced through the coincidental magic of human experience and connection. No AI or algorithms involved here. This is music and insights produced and curated by humans, and for our humanity. We've been riding along all sorts of magical, mystical, musical wavelengths so far this episode. Everything from Robyn Hitchcock to Gregg Spence to the Kinks to some sonic journeys with the Kumba Mela experiment, who, along with the Fireman there we also heard, both produced by the sonic adventurer himself, Martin Youth Glover, who was a founding member of the band Killing Joke and who has since gone on to produce some pretty amazing work over the decades, including with the likes of Jaw Wobble and Paul McCartney, among many others. As for the production of this program, that's done by your friends at Big Beef, of which you can find much more about by visiting our website at bigbeef.com. There you'll find complete playlists for this and all the episodes in the series, as well as on how and where to find them on your radio and internet dials. We've got lots more to come as the musical ride continues here on your Radio Free A-Go-Go, so keep your dial tuned right here where
it's all happening.
Maybe we won't take that leap until things get so bad that the unknown looks less terrifying than what the familiar has become. Maybe we will find our courage before it comes to that point. But we're going to have to jump for it eventually, or we will go the way of the dinosaurs.
Another working day has ended. Only the rush our hands to face. Packed like lemmings into shiny metal boxes. Contestants in a suicidal race. Daddy grips the wheel and stares alone into the distance. He knows that something, somewhere
time is really just consciousness reading patterns. Then causality gets strange. Because from the perspective of the consciousness field, the entire gateway process already exists as a complete pattern.
King's X, where graybeards in white coats tend the sacred vestal fire of reality. There is no reality. There are only people who know this, and people who don't know this and are therefore being manipulated by the people who do know it.
Arcane offices delivering deluxe information. The Quaker seal of approval. More movies, less trivial pursuit. I'm a born-again boot-stomping witch humper. Are we there yet? The skips and flips are taking sips of liquid India. Liquid India. Liquid India. Liquid India. Soft clay orifice quivering like new structures, affirmations. A perversion not known to the perfect ones. A stinging disruption, alas. It is quick like the ultimate brush off. Is it time yet? With coupons and stamps, valuable clamps from Liquid India. Liquid India. Liquid India. Liquid India.
And I think what denotes real art is probably intention. It's a vague area. It's like, how can you prove somebody's intention's valid or not? But you know, that's why talking to someone like Pollock, he did this random paint thing. Why do we believe him more than somebody else? Because he really meant it. You know, I think he really, really just naturally expressed himself. It wasn't a juvenile, I'm gonna throw paint on the wall. It was a genuine expression of randomness, you know. There was a random quality, there's a vividness. It's trying to capture the vivity, the vividness and the randomness of life, the beauty of out of chaos comes some kind of order. And we always are able to kind of impose our own cosmology on randomness, if you like, and see a picture in chaos or something, you know. And whatever, there was a real intention there.
Closing out this episode of It's All Happening as we take a ride down Indian Ripple Road with Guided by Voices, drinking up some of that liquid Indian from their Do the Collapse release. It's All Happening is your weekly provision of audiophonic antidote to the toxic forces of our time and has been engineered in full spectrum dominance by your friends at Strategic Air Command. For more information on the program, including complete playlists, links to the information you hear on it, and much more, please feel free to visit the program website at bigbeef.com. While there, you're invited to sign up for the It's All Happening e-newsletter for updates and notices on when new programs drop, as well as other exclusive content. Questions, comments? Contact the program by email at radio@bigbeef.com. You can like, follow, and share It's All Happening on various social media platforms, and please feel free to share among your own online communities, as that's a great way to help support the program. A big shout out of thanks and gratitude to all the great community-oriented stations that help deliver this program to you over your public airwaves. Take care, and here's to looking out for not only one another, but ourselves as well, and to keep ourselves open and aware of all the supportive signs of connection and light that surround us, but often get obscured at times by the fears and ignorances that we all too often are immersed in, and often purposely so, by those forces of evil uncool, forces which this program hopes to serve as just one more small antidote to, applied through the power of human-created art and culture and the immense power of connection that represents in a world where
it's all happening for you, not to you.
So, we came on the air and tried to explain to people who had been listening to the radio that what they were about to hear would be a little different from that.
I don't have any knowledge of, it's hard for me to tell through the mop heads and all of the conglomeration that they have, whether they're even white or black themselves. I couldn't prove to you whether they're white or black from their appearances and from the conglomeration of the colors that they're involved. I couldn't identify them as whether they're actually white or black. I don't have that knowledge.
Meu nome é Luiziane Lins, eu venho do Brasil. Se você está assistindo a este vídeo é porque eu fui sequestrada pelas forças de ocupação israelense e levada contra a minha vontade.
In the age of AI, we each have to choose how much of our humanity we want to keep.
You know, kinda, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is very narrow.
It is almost like dizzying.
Yeah.
This is the breakthrough of a metaphysical realization that you and the other are one, and that the separateness is only an effect of the temporal forms of sensibility of time and space. And true reality is in that unity with all life. It is a metaphysical truth that becomes spontaneously realized because it's the real truth of your life.
Why do we have these tensions in life? Why do we have these explosive problems in every generation?
And in a way, I think that ate away at the real function of a sort of modern popular culture, which is to actually connect with the way people are feeling in the face of the loss of power.
They're people who put the money together with the glamour. So the money can feel a bit glamorous and the glamour can feel a bit rich.
What's wrong? What happened?
Alright, what about the world? It's crazy right now. Sometimes you need to find safety at parrots. I'll picture that.
A lot of people don't realize what's really going on. They view life as a bunch of unconnected incidents and things. They don't realize that there's this, like, lattice of coincidence that lays on top of everything.
You must remember that when you, in a sense, go into spirit, it's like waking up from a dream. And when it feels like your physical reality was a dream, it's not a big deal for a spirit to say, that was interesting, let's do that again. Because from the perspective of the spirit, that's who you actually are, and this was just a dream. It was just an interesting experience. It doesn't carry a lot more weight than that.
Suppose you're thinking about a plate of shrimp. Suddenly somebody will say, like, plate or shrimp or plate of shrimp out of the blue, no explanation. No point in looking for one either.
And we certainly hope not too hidden.
That's why deja vu feels so familiar. It's not coincidence, it's overlap.
Are you part of the lattice of coincidence?
I think one of the crucial roles of art is as a sort of response to the billion-dollar industry, as you were saying, that exists precisely to define what is valuable for us and our likes and our preferences. And art, it can be a response to that, where we actually try and explore and to navigate within ourselves what is sacred, what is at the heart of things, why is life meaningful? And vicariously through a narrative, we can see what a life might look like if we pursue certain things and where it leads. And more abstractly, maybe a piece of music can connect us to something in ourselves, a sense of the sacred, which can then express itself through actions and politics in various ways.
Well, first of all, God is everything, so he is like everything. He is everything. There's nothing that he isn't like. He lives in everything on this earth.
Eternity isn't some later time. Eternity isn't a long time. Eternity has nothing to do with time. Eternity is that dimension of here and now, which thinking in time cuts out. And the experience of eternity right here and now is the function of life.
Mom, Dad, and me like this room. Devin, Devo, and
program is cultural revolution through a total assault on the culture, which makes use of every tool, every energy, every media we can get our collective hands on. For the first time in America, there is a generation of visionary, maniac, white mother country, dope fiend, rock and roll freaks who are ready to get down and kick out the jams, all the jams.
It's a very kind of textbook example of what arts can do in the most literal sense, where it can present you with another possibility, another possible world, and then interrogate your feelings about it. Is this the world you want?
I'm part of it. Can't you see it?
I'm trying.
There is a thing that is happening. You know, there's the surface, and then there's things beneath the surface. And one of the things I've noticed is all these things that are coming to light these days have been going on for a long time. But now these things are getting exposed.
Suddenly you notice that there aren't these separations, that we're not on a separate island shouting across to somebody else and trying to hear what they're saying and misunderstanding. You know, you use the word yourself, empathy. This thing's flowing underneath. We're parts of a single continent. It meets underneath the water. And with that goes such delight, the sober certainty of waking bliss.
It's all part of a cosmic unconsciousness.
The preceding program has been a presentation of Strategic Air Command, a proud subsidiary of Big Beef Productions.